I had to do this over again. I'm not going live again on YouTube where I am. So I'm going to make this message very clear. Everybody who knows me on YouTube, I used to be a Free Queen and America One back in the day. Been on YouTube actively for the past 10 years. And when I finally came into on YouTube, it was all about me teaching people how to do little young black girls' hair. And then something twisted, something kind of broke in the in online and on the World Wide Web when it came to it being about social media at that time. Everybody was on. By the time 2008 and 2009 came full swing, or actually 2007 and 2009, everything was just, it seems like everybody woke up to certain realities in the black community. One of the things that I saw was that there was an influx of videos by black women who had a woman scorned kind of outlook on how black men treat them. Or how black men have treated them and the female relatives that they were around or friends that they were around. And they started coming to their realization that black men were not worth the time or the effort to start relationships with, because everybody they encountered, every man they encountered, was after this, that, or the other, and not trying to stay in a relationship with them. Then we had a bunch of men who caught on to it, who started doing venting videos saying that black women were not worth the time or the effort. Imagine that. We don't talk to each other face to face for many reasons, in 2018. Because we're so busy in these phones, and we're so busy on social media, we're so busy not dealing with real life that we don't talk to each other. But here we are on social media, delivering messages to each other through other people sometimes, to let us know we're hurting and we need us, black men and black women, to be on point. The moment that Black Men Vent came out, I can't remember exactly what year. I can just tell you that it's been a while. I'll say about 8 or 9 years. When Black Men Vent first came out, the most hurtful things I used to hear was black women claim to be the embodiment or the backbone of the community. But not only are they not the backbone of the community, they are the white man's handmaidens. And they say this for a couple of reasons. They say this because of how some of us choose to wear our hair. Some of us wearing wigs or wearing weaves with textures that are different from our own hair. They say this because they see that some of us are very, very mean to black men. Some of us emasculate our men to the point where they don't want to have anything to do with us. We can't give them a compliment. We can't hug them. We can't smile at them. Well, shit, I can't. I grin at them. But no, we can't smile at them. We can't say, how are you? We can't greet them. And there's a reason for that too. It is one of the other most hurtful things is that some feel like they need to leave the black community to find a woman outside of our community, outside of our race, in order to have peace in their lives. And there are a couple of problems I have with that, but I'm just going to keep going with my commentary. And then when I listen to women, when I listen to black women sometimes talk about black men, they've always said things like, black men ain't shit. All black men are dogs. When I know for sure that there are a lot of good black men out there. When I know for sure that not all men are dogs. Knew it then. Some of them actually came on YouTube and in their videos saying that the white man is superlative to black men, which means that they're basically superior to black men. There are a lot of things wrong with what they said, but I'm going to go back to BMV's, what I think about BMV's problem is with us. The problem that BMV has with us, Black Men Vent, or had with us, I'm not sure if they're still around. Even if Black Men Vent is not around presently, but we still have a lot of black men who feel a certain way about black women in our community. The problem I have with them is that they give up too fast, and they gave up too fast, because there are approximately 27 million, supposedly, black women in this country. 47 million blacks altogether. And they give up so quickly. They gave up so quickly. Those of us who are looking for a good man right now, who are, those of us who are black and looking for a good man right now, are looking to settle down with a black man. And the when their confidence in us has gone down to here, ours does too. Ours goes even lower. So we always feel like we're in competition with people that we can't even see. We're in competition with women in Brazil. We're in competition with, especially online, we're in competition with white women. We're in competition with Asian women. And so when they talk about who they're going to leave us for, it puts us in a state where we feel very, very self-conscious about how we are doing things. And instead of some of us voicing that to our men, we decide that we are going to do a grudge video or do a venting video of our own. Become the woman scorned, because, that's the part that was written for us black women. And we shouldn't have to do that at all. I do believe that there was a time when black men and black women were on one accord. I don't think it was in the 20th century. And I wish to God that it could actually happen again. I really wish that we could actually have a cohesive relationship with each other without fighting and talking about gender issues and what makes you different from me and what makes me more important than you and things of that nature. I don't know if you can still hear me. anyway, if there was a time where black men and black women could actually be just cohesive again, and just bring it back to when we actually had good times together. We actually had good times together. We would probably be in a better state than we are right now. But because I think that social media has ruined us. It's helped us and ruined us at the same time. Social media has helped it to actually come to fruition that we would talk about each other and vent about each other and how we feel. But what it stopped us from doing is talking to each other face to face. That's what it's done. It stopped us from talking to each other face to face. Even when we get on our cell phones, we're not talking directly to that person. We're either texting them. We'll talk to them for a couple of minutes, but then we'll text them most of the things that we want to say. We don't have any communication. What I hate about, so I'm going to go into what I hate about what some black women say about black men. I know a few good black men in my life. I've met a few good black men in my life. Some of them I am still friends with, or they're most likely they're relatives or something. But it is really hard and really hurtful to know that black women put themselves out there to be seen by men who don't mean them any good, and they totally skip over the good black man because they're so into the culture that they look for who's going to give them the most money, or who's going to give them the most attention, who's going to create enough drama to keep them in their life. Gangbangers, drug dealers, men who are just abusive, and women don't feel love. Some of us don't feel loved unless we're being slapped around, and that's the truth. I don't care who disagrees with me at this point. Some of us don't feel good unless we don't feel good about ourselves unless somebody is slapping us around, whether it's mentally, physically, or emotionally, or spiritually. There are a lot of us who don't care. They don't care that much that they're willing to let a man slap them around because that's what they were taught a good black man was. That's what they were taught that strength was. And true strength is not brute. True strength in a man is being able to carry you when you can't carry yourself. It's being able to protect you when you can't protect yourself. And that has nothing to do with carrying guns and, being representing for the block and everything. There has to be an innate want and ability for black men to want to be around us. And nowadays, that's not happening. And it makes me sad. It seems that we are doomed. It seems that we are doomed. It seems that there's no way for us to recoup all the love and appreciation and respect that we're supposed to have for each other. Like, it's all gone. Now we're in 2018, where some of our black men expect us to walk around with our breasts hanging out and our behinds being, available for everybody to see. and they don't care about how smart we are, because we taught them how to treat us. We taught them what to look for in a woman. Yep. We taught them what to look for in a woman. With all of our drama and all of our need to be bad and bougie, we taught and we're teaching our black men how to, or what to expect from us. And then it's no wonder when someone, when a female who has a lot going on for her, and I'm not talking about the strong, independent ones, because that's a fake a lot of the time. But I'm talking about women who are intelligent, who want something out of life, and they're humble. When it comes to them actually presenting themselves to these very men, they can't accept it because they've never seen it before. There are black men out there who have never genuinely been told that they are loved and appreciated. Yep. There are men out there, there are young men growing up right now, who have never been told that they have a reason to move on and be great in life. That they are important, that they are men. They've never been told that by their mothers. So exactly how do you think that they are going to react when an intelligent, decent woman comes to them and presents her genuine self to them, when they have not been taught by their mothers what to look for in a woman? Gotta turn this air on, guys. What are we expecting? A miracle? So this is my video basically saying, although it takes two to tango, it also takes two to actually determine where our community is supposed to go. It takes one to determine how we are going to be treated as women. While a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. She can't teach a boy how to be a man. No. But what she can do is she can use herself as an example of what to look for in a woman. We have a lot more power than you think we do, sis. A lot more power. We actually have the power to bring people into the world. And there's a reason why we are the softer version. The softer type. The softer gender. Because we are supposed to teach our sons how to respect women. Women who deserve respect. And doubly, we're supposed to teach our daughters how to be good women to be sought after. Only a man can teach a boy how to be a man and how to grow into a man, and all the things that's taught the masculine part of it. A man can't teach a boy how to treat a woman. I think that's the mom's job. I think a man is supposed to teach a boy how to navigate in life. We are responsible girls, women, sisters, queens. We are responsible for how our community rises or falls. And it's not that it took me 10 years to say it. I've been saying it like overtly over the past 10 years, but this is the first time I've actually vocalized our 100% responsibility to make sure that our children don't follow in our footsteps. This isn't for every case, but 9 times out of 10, if your son is with a thought, it's because he's seen somewhere in his life women who put out that thought energy and was never redirected. We're not supposed to emasculate our black men. We're not supposed to. It's not supposed to be in our genetic code to do so. We're not supposed to. Our black men go through so many things on a daily basis when it comes to just getting along in the world, getting along in this country, getting along in your community, getting along on their block, trying to avoid being arrested for no apparent reason, trying to avoid being shot up for no apparent reason. They go through so much that we don't give them the time and space or energy to invest in their well-being, to let them know that they are worth something. Guarantee you, if mothers would tell their sons that they're worth something every single day, especially black mothers, they wouldn't die so young. Because somebody loves them. Because their mother told them that they're something. Their father, and their father don't have to, I don't care what anybody else says, their fathers don't have to be in their lives to actually make a big difference, to make a positive difference in their life. All they have to do is be involved. Take them to different places where they can actually grow as men. School them on life. Now, I have daughters. I can tell you from here, all of my daughters, I have 2 stepdaughters who are 27 and 28. And they were not my kids. But I took responsibility when they were in my presence to teach them what it is to be a woman. What it is to be an honorable woman. For the most part, they both did well. And I have 3 daughters who are listening to me right now. 3 of my own daughters who are listening to me right now. And they see me on a daily basis trying to keep it together and trying to be the good woman. You know what I'm saying? The great thing is that it's not an act. Before I cut this live off or cut this video off, I have to say this. Over the past few years, maybe more, most likely more, whenever I get into discussions about black men and black women, and I put my genuine self out there, and I tell a black man, I'm sorry for what happened to you. It's good that not all of us act like that toward our men. When I get a response that says, you're just playing with me, all of you want this, that, or the other. All of you want to see black men fail. That hurts my heart. Because that only means that the women in their lives, the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, the teachers, failed to let them understand that they are worth someone's time. They failed. And now, women like me have to pay the price because they failed. We are emotional beings. As mothers of sons, of nephews, or whoever, we are supposed to be able to convey to our sons that it's okay to look at the feminine being and compliment her, but that it's not okay to disrespect her. And then on the other side of that, because we're emotional, and on the other side of that, we are supposed to be the conveyors of truth for our daughters, to let them know that you don't have to wear makeup all the time. Now, I have makeup on because I look sleepy, but, you know, kind of hypocritical. But you don't need it all the time. You don't need hair draped down your back all the time to try to ensnare a man. You don't have to do that. Because when your looks wear off and there's nothing else to see, there has to be something else there holding that person next to you, keeping them next to you. And if you don't have it, they're gone. We have to be smart. We have to be vigilant. We have to be respectful. We have to forgive. That's what causes a lot of black women to be scorned. We don't forgive. Some of us don't forgive. I just wish this gender war would actually stop. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of commenting on it. I'm tired of having to feel the pain of what's going on in our community today. It's really sad. It's really sad. So I hope that this message actually brings forth understanding and a lot of other things. Maybe a video response or two, maybe a couple of likes. It really doesn't matter right now. If I reach one person or two people, a black man or a black woman, and they take this message to heart, let's pay it forward. We can't afford another time where we're in a civil war with each other. We're already losing together. I want us to win. What do you want?